Peter from BehindTheAudio.com, and I'm sitting here with Robert Kraft, who was the president of Fox Music for almost 20 years. And so I would like to start there directly, because you worked on so many massive productions like Titanic, Slumdog Millionaire, Avatar, and you also co-produced Under the Sea, right? So I would like to know how an actual day looked like while working on Life of Pi, for example, and then compared to Titanic. When you got up in the morning, what happens next?
Those are both very, very different days, Titanic and Life of Pi. I'll tell you in reverse. Titanic was early in my career at Fox. It might have been 97, I'd been there only 2.5 years. And I was overwhelmed by the amount of information that I didn't know. I just didn't have the experience, and this was a huge project and something that I became accustomed to over the next 2 decades was very difficult for me at that moment to understand, which is primarily we're out of money already, and everyone was upset. The movie was late. The movie was going way over budget. There was, in my department, far more music than everybody understood. The music was difficult because it was not only James Horner's score, but there is a band playing on the deck of the Titanic, and they're playing all this. It has to be very authentic. The White Star Line music. There's Irish music being played in steerage for, so there's incredible amount of music and an incredible air of tension around the film. The film was supposed to come out in May and was supposed to cost whatever it cost, $100 million. Well, in May, the movie wasn't done and clearly was going to cost $200 million. You know, this is all history now, and the movie made $1 billion, and it was a great bet. But all of that came down, for a lot of people at a movie studio, that's their entire career, is whether they can get this movie out. For the music department, we were just one small part, but all of it felt an incredible anxiety. I just remember being anxious, and I remember that James Horner didn't have enough money, time. I had to figure it out. So then suddenly there was this thing where they wanted Celine Dion to sing the song, and I thought James Cameron had said very clearly, no song. But apparently there was sort of the idea that he liked this demo, and nothing was clear, and most of it for me was difficult simply because I didn't have any experience. I'd only been in this job for a couple years, and everything seemed very dramatic. Life of Pi, 18 years later. Now, go ahead, give me something difficult. I got it. And there was difficulty because on Life of Pi, Mychael Danna scored for Ang Lee. I'd done already a movie with Ang Lee and Mychael Danna called Ice Storm. I loved Ang Lee. I loved Mychael Danna. Life of Pi was clearly becoming a remarkable movie. Mychael Danna was writing beautiful music, and the chairman of the studio came to hear the music, pulled me aside after we listened to it, and he nodded and said, wow, this is really interesting music. Pulled me into the hallway outside the recording studio and said, I hate the music. I want all of it changed. So instead of freaking out, which I would have done 18 years earlier, I said, tell me what you don't like and let me see if we can change it. I don't think we're going to fire Mychael Danna. Ang Lee likes him too much, I like him too much. He said, well, all the music's too slow. This is what people say who don't understand. The movie is moving slowly. Let's blame the music. So I went back to Mychael Danna and Ang Lee. I said, add a shaker to a lot of different cues. Make it feel like there's a clock ticking, and it will feel faster. They put a shaker on a couple different cues. The boss came back 2 or 3 days later to hear the new music. He heard the exact same music with a shaker. He said, this is so much better. So I think you learn techniques, but each situation was always some level of panic. Very few situations where there's that much money and that little time. There's usually a lot of tension.
Hello, I'm Peter from BehindTheAudio.com. Thanks for watching. For more audio news, subscribe to our channel and check out our website.